guys, Teabo2 here, back for another TEAB'S Doctor Who mod feature showcase. This episode we'll be going over Trenzalore, the next of our dimensions. So this is it in our dimension selector. Once it's selected, of course, we can just walk outside, just like so. Now Trenzalore was seen in the name of the Doctor and in the time of the Doctor, and was basically this snowy planet, fairly peaceful, but then, of course, in Name of the Doctor we see a future timeline of it, in which it's all destroyed, everything's all charred, and there's graves everywhere, because there was a massive battle where the Doctor had actually died. So yeah, this is kind of a blend of both of those, so it's primarily the kind of snowy, peaceful Trenzalore, but you will see there are aspects of the Name of the Doctor one as well. Walking around, of course, we have snow. The ground is entirely snow, and we have kind of glaciers, so it's very frozen. Here we have these gravestones, which, yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, how it kind of has elements of both of the versions of Trenzalore. So you will see gravestones in kind of random patches around. Another thing you will get is these trees that will occasionally spawn, but they are very sparse. In terms of any sort of mobs, we do have quite a few. We have Daleks, of course. So Time War Daleks will spawn here. Here is actually a Pyrovile, which is a new entity coming in Update 11, so a little bit of a spoiler there. And now it's night on Trenzalore, and yeah, it has a normal day and night cycle, so you can see it is now night, and more mobs will actually start spawning now that it is night. So here we have some Ice Warriors, which also will spawn on Trenzalore. And here's our first kind of block that spawns on Trenzalore. This is actually a Weeping Angel sunken into the snow. Don't let that fool you. It's still pretty dangerous to touch one of these. So we walk up to it and touch it. Bam! The Weeping Angel pulls itself out of the ground, and we have a fully fledged Weeping Angel mob. This is the Slitheen, and this is the only planet where you can encounter these. They're quite big, and quite fast, and quite scary. Likewise, we have here the Silence. So yeah, they are quite fast and scary as well. And also, if you get too close, they do have lightning attacks. And here is the Whisperman, and these just kind of attack with melee. They're fairly simple. And just to show you one more, this is the Mantrap from the latest season of the show. And yeah, it's pretty neat. It's got some creepy animations. But yeah, that's just a small selection of the mobs that can spawn here. Again, most of the hostile mobs in the game can spawn here pretty much. So yeah, let's move on to the structures now. So very true to the show, there are going to be a lot of alien ships around Trenzalore, dropping off their respective aliens. This is a Dalek fighter based on Time of the Doctor. And you can see it does have Daleks by it, and that is because of a little spawner here. So this doesn't actually have any loot in it. It's just kind of a little opportunity to fight some Daleks, basically. So the next ship that spawns on Trenzalore spawns pretty high in the sky, actually, so you are going to need to fly up to find this one. And this is a brand new one again for Update 11, the Rachnos ship, which looks pretty awesome. I love the way this looks. And if we break our way into this, I'll just give you a brief preview. You can see it's just filled with webs, and yeah, a Rachnos spawner in the middle, and there are chests with various loot, which I'll let you explore that by yourself. And the last of the ships that spawn on Trenzalore is this Zygon ship, based on Terror of the Zygons. I'll just give you a brief preview of that. These guys are not supposed to be spawning in here. But yeah, you can see we have Zygons, we have in the middle here a control panel with a Zygon spawner. Here are Zygons, of course, and we have shulker boxes in the floor with loot in them. And yeah, I love the way the structure looks, very organic and creepy looking. And our final structure for Trenzalore is this Christmas town, which is absolutely massive. You'll recognize this from Time of the Doctor. Love the way this turned out. We have a graveyard here, we have villagers all around, we have iron golems, we have just various different houses. Sometimes you get icebergs kind of spawning in the village, which is interesting. Inside the clock tower, we of course have this, which is based on Time of the Doctor as well. Chests with loot. And up at the top, there is the clock tower that the 11th Doctor was standing on in the episode. We of course have various different houses, which are all very nice. Another one here. Small one here. And of course a little shopping center here with a little frozen pond. But yeah, just a nice little town that you can live in and defend on Trenzalore. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. This has been my showcase of Trenzalore in TEAB'S Doctor Who mod. I hope you all enjoyed. I've been Teabo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Teabo2at, to follow my Twitter, which is also Teabo2at, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.